We don't get married for making sure the house is clean. We don't get married for having children. I've seen people that don't have children but they are happily married. And I've seen people with lots of children and they are unhappy in their marriage. So we do not get married for children, we do not get married for, we're not even getting married for our in-laws. We are getting married because of companionship between me and my husband. And that's one thing that we should never lose, that companionship between me and my husband. And we have marriages today that people are in their marriage for 10 years, for 20 years, for 30 years, but that companionship is gone. It's no longer there. Or they cannot even sit in one place and have a conversation. Or in the lounge, or they cannot be in one space. I've now been married for 16 years. In April, I'll be 17 years in marriage, and I am happily married. So there was never a year which was not a happy year of my marriage. So each year when we celebrate, we know we are celebrating this happy marriage. And by that, I would say it's a grace of God, and I thank God for that. And you know, what do we do from our side? You know, when you are getting married, I keep saying, being a wife is a role. As much as you have a role at work, even being a wife is a role. And it's sad when people don't know their role. They don't know why they're actually married. There are people that just think, no, we are getting married, you know. I'm married, you know. People miss why God created marriage. I always say that my teachings are based on the principles that are in the Bible. We hear the first marriage that we hear in the Bible is the marriage of Eve, Adam and Eve. And we hear that God created Eve because he saw that Adam was lonely. Adam was lonely. That man was lonely. That's the only reason that he decided he wants to be with you, because he was lonely. There was something that nobody, whether his sister, his cousin, whoever, couldn't feel that. And we hear that the minute when God created Eve and Adam opened his eyes, he was like, at last. At last. So what he was saying, at last, maybe that man has been, doing whatever or having other people, but when he decided to marry you is when he said, at last, this is where I want to be. This is the person I want to be with. And the sad part is that each marriage starts beautifully. I've never seen a marriage that doesn't start beautifully. Each marriage starts beautifully when you see people planning their wedding, which they put so much effort in. People put so much effort in a wedding, put so much effort in getting the day beautiful, put so much effort in making sure that that day is the best than any other day. And we forget that, you know what, that day comes in waves. When the day is gone, you face marriage. People don't plan for marriage. They don't want to prepare for marriage. They don't want to understand, this man that I'm getting married to, do I know him? Do I understand him? Or you will hear people say, you know what, I've actually realized this man, Nali and I, we are not compatible. You will make yourself compatible when you're already inside. Because once you have said yes to this person, it means you two must align yourselves to be compatible to each other. This one is not compatible to this. I'm telling you, it's all here in the head. If you want to be compatible with a person, you will be compatible with that person. As long as your heart wants to be there. So we plan these things, we plan the wedding, but we fail to plan the marriage. But why do we get married? My understanding is that we get married for companionship. We want to be loved. We want to be loved. We want, somebody that that when they look at you, they have a smile on their face. Same applies to men. They also want to have a wife, they want to have a woman that they will be able to spend the rest of their life with, smiling and laughing and enjoying. In most marriages, that thing is no longer there. That thing of joking is no longer there. That thing of sitting and enjoying, just being together. You find married people drifting, and they drift because of so many things that happen in life. It can be finances, it can be children, especially when it comes to us as women. We hold on to our children more than we hold on to our husband. And then we're thinking these husbands do not see. The husband can see there's somebody that has replaced him. He can see that there's somebody that has taken his place. And then when you want him to prioritize you, when you do not prioritize him, when you tell him, my kids come first before you. That's not how God created marriage. The two of us, my children, they know we've got teenagers. And they know when we agree on something, we agree on something. Me and my husband, they cannot separate us. Our answer is one. Whether even if we care that one was hard, we will discuss it when we are in our meeting, not in front of the children, so that the children can see the unity that we have, the two of us, so that the children can see that they can never separate us. We've got so many marriages that are broken today because of children. And the bundle of joy that you once said, wow, God has blessed us with this bundle of joy. The same bundle of joy that brings the drift between the two people that are married. So it's important to understand when you are with this guy, you want to keep it going. Because we are the ones, the women are the ones that always drift away because of so many things that we keep ourselves busy. Or even when he says, come, let's sit down. Baba Shia leading cleaning school. Baba Shia tiny China cut the window, everything in place. Okay, I in a place where and you ask yourself, why is this man leaving this place and being in that other place? Because he just wanted somewhere where he can be with this person and laugh. And men love peace. When we read in the Bible, we hear Solomon talking more about a nagging wife. Men love peace. That's why you've noticed some of your colleagues that are men who do not go home. He will be the last one. Everyone will leave him. Bye-bye. He's still in the office. Why is this man not going home? I mean, he can finish. I think he's got a laptop. Whatever he's doing, he should be able to finish it at home when he's sitting with his family. Because go higher, peace. There is no peace at home. There is a wife who is a mosquito. She's always you don't love me. You didn't buy me this. You didn't do this. You are not like the husband next door. You are not like the husband who go guy. You are not like what. Those things make men to run away. If you want to keep your husband, you must always recognize the good things that he's doing. Because there is no man that doesn't do good things. There is no husband. If we can go around here and find out your man, what are the good things that he does, you will pick up, okay, my husband's strength is her husband's weakness. Her husband's weakness is because you cannot have it all. And that's one thing we need to put in our heads. That you cannot never get a husband and say, my one is perfect, he has no flaws. There is no such a husband. Then don't get married. But if you're going to get married, you must understand, I'm going to incorporate everything. It means I'm going to accept this man with his weaknesses, with his strength, with his everything. Where he is weak, it means God has brought me to bring my strength. Because the minute you can pick up somebody's weaknesses, it means that's your strength. That's where you see something is not right. So when concentrate on your man, it's so nice to see, especially I think Mahua, they resemble love in marriage more than we black people do. Because you will always see them together. And that's why Mahua, if Fedile is divorced, because they cannot stay for the children. Like we black people will do. I'm just staying because of my children. I'm just staying. There must be love. Because they understand what marriage is about love. Marriage is about two people. no other people. Marriage is about me and this person. Me and this person, we must understand each other. We must be able to communicate and love each other. So that's why I'm talking about the tongue. A sweet tongue. A sweet tongue which was used by those Philistines when they wanted to get Samson. They understood that, you know what, we are not able to get this man, but we need a woman. They were like, we need a woman. I mean, we hear that Samson was defeating all those men, army men, but he was defeated by a woman. So it means there is something about a woman. There is something about a woman. There is something about how she speaks. There is something which just makes a man melt. We hear that the secret that he couldn't tell anyone, he was able to reveal that secret to a woman. So which shows that as a woman, you are an influencer. You can influence that man to be anything you want him to be. You can make him be what you want him to be. You don't have to go and get another one to buy you flowers. You can make the same one buy you flowers.
Yeah.
You know, I was saying to my husband the other day, just to come back love me, don't be scared to fall in love with me because you're thinking maybe I'm gonna go. I'm not going anywhere, I'm here to stay. Open up your heart for me. Open up, your heart is safe. That man must know that his heart is safe in your hands. He must know that where he is, he can never be anywhere better. I was even saying the other time at another brother show that if we have to die now and come back, do you think your husband will want you again? But we want to be those wives where if we have to die and wake up, he must be looking, I don't want another man to get that woman. Because he knows the value that the woman has. He knows when I'm with this woman, I'm myself, man. I allow that man to be himself. When he wants to fart, there must be things that he can only do when he's with you. He can relax. Every time when the husband walks in, he's so tense at home. That's not how it's supposed to be. When he comes back, when I come back, we must both be looking forward to coming back home. He must just leave. I remember the other time when my husband came back and I'm like, please can you go to the shop? I've got lots of work, but I just felt I want to do this work in control with you. But I just love the fact that he says he came back with work to do it at home, not in the office. It means he's enjoying being at home. Create a conducive space, a conducive place for that man. When he is with you, he must feel, this is where I want to be. I don't want to be anywhere else. And you know, as women, we always say, when you get in the marriage, it does not mean that about my dreams, everything is gone. I want you to also be like a Deborah inside your marriage. You know, it's so encouraging when you see women that are married succeeding, becoming rich in the marriage, becoming doctors, having their masters, having their whatever, to show that nothing limits us as women. You know, you will see a woman breastfeeding starting. I saw this other post. They were showing this woman, she was breastfeeding her twins, and then she was wearing her attire graduation. You know, she made it even with the children. So it means nothing stops us. There are no excuses. There's no, the children, this, the what this. By the time you wake up, life has gone. By the time when your brain is difficult to grab stuff. So use the moment, every moment that you get, use it to edify yourself as a woman. And it does not mean because I've got a husband, I've got a husband, it means I don't have to work, I don't have to do anything. I mean, we are in South Africa where women are being empowered. We want women to get into spaces which no one has ever been. I mean, on Sunday I was on ENCA talking about my business here, cosmetics, talking about how we as black women are tapping into that space, which they are saying is white people. We are saying we want to see all those products that are in the shops, which are not from South Africa, out, because they will be seeing our black people, black communities supporting the businesses that we are bringing on the table. So we want you to bring it on the table. You cannot be a woman watching American 157. Or when the husband comes back, that's all you'll be talking about. Why do you go mama's When the husband comes back, he must find you holding your champagne glasses and a champagne and say, love, you remember that post that I applied for? I got it. You remember that contract? I got it. You remember that tender? I got it. We want women that put value. Women that even that man, he must understand. Basically, you find the husband is studying, the husband is growing, the husband is doing, but the wife is here. You will come in a place where the two of you cannot, correct, you can't relate. And you relate because it will tell you one cat on one. So you want to be in that space where you are relevant. You are relevant, you are bringing value. We hear the Proverbs 31 woman that she enriched her husband. But how are you going to enrich the husband when you are not even enriching yourself? So we hear she enriched the husband. So we want women that are able to do that. So even in your marriage, continue bringing value, continue, bringing something for yourself. And that thing, you're not doing it for him, you're doing it for yourself. You are doing it for yourself as a woman. It feels so good to have your own money. I am telling you, it feels good to have your own money, because there are other things that when we want to do, when I see a dress and it's like, what? 4,000 rand. I'm like, oh, what is 4,000 rand? Because I know I've got the money. But when he says 4,000 rand, when you are thinking he must be the one paying, so you know you're not going to get that dress. Because you know he's going to be showing you other things that needs to happen. But when we have empowered ourselves, when we have our own money, we know that I can make things happen. I can do things, I can make sure that things are happening in my space. And I also want you to be like Hannah, a prayerful woman. I heard in this space they were talking about prayer. They were talking, I could hear that I'm in the right space where is Christian women. When we are in our marriages, we need to pray even more. We've got more prayer requests than what we had before we got married. Because now we've got husbands, we've got children, we've got so many things. You remember how we used, like even now, I see even on social media, my mom, my rock, she's my prayer, my prayer warrior, my intercessor, my what. Can your children say that about you? Yeah. Can they say, my mom? I remember when my daughter was struggling with meds, and that day when she was writing, and when she came back, she said, you know what, I wrote well, and I knew that because you and Daddy were fasting for me. Children must know that we as their parents, we are holding them with the prayers. We are introducing them to the one who knows everything. So don't say, my children must go to church, my children must go to Sunday school. Before they even go to Sunday school, they must have learned something at home. Because children, they learn a lot at home than they will learn anywhere else. That's where they spend most of their time. So they must see a woman that is prayerful. Like Hannah refused. It means if I see that things are not going well, if I see that my husband is not giving me peace, it means I don't go and tell my friends, I don't go and tell whoever. I go into my war room. I go and pray about it. I go and tell God. We hear that Hannah was praying to a point where Eli thought she was drunk. And she said, I am not drunk. I'm just a troubled woman. I've got issues that are troubling me. So when you are deep in prayer, when you spend time in prayer, God when there are issues? Do you know when you have issues? You will hear some people say, my sheep know my voice. My sheep can hear me. So how are you going to hear him when you only start to talk to him because you are having problems? You start a relationship with God not because you are having problems, but because you just want to have a fellowship with him. And you teach your whole family, you teach your children. But as much as they can even be pastors, I am a pastor's daughter myself. And one thing I've noticed, whether it could be with issues that we have had as a family, tragedy, but one thing I picked up, men cannot pray when they have problems. Men, they will just be sitting there looking, but they cannot pray. So it means in that family, it requires a woman who knows that even when there are issues, I will kneel down, I will get in my space, and I'm gonna pray. But they must know you, the neighborhood, they must know that woman prays. Be that woman. And the other thing that I want to talk to you is about the finances. I think we're talking, I touched on it, but not in the way that I want to touch on it. We are living in a world where women are being, I think just now we were telling you, go higher, have your own money. But where do you draw the line of understanding that I am a wife of somebody? I have a husband. But when you are not a leader, he is the leader in that house. And you allow him leadership. Whether tomorrow he is retrenched, you still allow him leadership. Whether he brings less money, you still allow him leadership. I think there was an article about me and my husband on newspaper that was also put on Facebook, that when I found him, he was a security guard when I was working in the office. And me as the woman, I helped him to push him to be where he is today. So which means me as a woman, when I'm working well and my husband is not working well, what do? He comes back, he finds people painting. Now he's wondering what is happening. Just because he does not have money. So when you just make decisions alone, you make things happen alone. You're like, it's so scary what women are doing. Others are even building a full house without the husband even knowing about it. The husband doesn't even know about it. Yet you want this man to treat you right. How is he going to treat you right when you are not treating him right? He comes back. Maybe you are sitting there, push out the lemon. What's in fridge? The husband is sitting there. What is he hearing? You know, when you are in the marriage, the I, me, mine, myself, all dies. It all dies. It's ours. It's us. It's we. I'm telling you, when you bought a car, you will be saying, when you're calling them in front of you, we bought a car. You don't say irregular polo. I say irregular citizens are red. What's how are we real? Because why you doing? I'm saying because they know the car. And they are very funny people that you must be careful of. There are people that want to still know who bought it. It's none of their business. We bought it. It's ours. Whether it's your family or his family, when you guys buy something, we bought it. We bought a house. We bought a car. We bought this. Normalize the we, and you will see. Where is my bag? I think thank you. I'm getting to the last now. I'm getting to the last. I talked about a woman that is sweet. sweet from the tongue. I spoke about you being a nice makoti. What is your husband's name? Okay, Chris. Full name again, Christopher. So I'm sure they've created so many nicknames for you. You know them most. Johannes, how when I was busy, what do they've got that sweet tongue at work, those girls? So, Liwana, you must create those moments. We must seduce our men to the last degree. Doesn't mean because I'm 16 years in the marriage, we've been together for 20 years now. Doesn't mean I must stop seducing that man. That man, I must seduce him. No fita. I get too far. I might be on the other side of 40, but hey, I got too far. My dad only I'm morning when I was at my very earliest 20s. Yeah. So I always say, you know, when we go to the bedroom, all the women, this towel is just showing me as a woman, I'm ready for the bedroom. When it comes to bedroom matters, just because because as long as you must know the camera you ready from mentally, ready from all upstairs. Before it goes to my poo, I must be ready here. What does your towel say? 5. I am a wise man 40, I build my home. Wise man 40 comes from Proverbs 14 verse 1, where it says, a wise woman builds her home, and a foolish one destroys it with her own hands. Did it say somebody will come and destroy it for you? No. It says, when not self, you will destroy your own marriage. If you're going to starve that man, you will destroy your own marriage. The desire for men for sex, it's on another level. It's not on our level. It's on a level that we need grace. Because as much as the way I'm tired, you will ask yourself, did he take an energy drink? Because the minute he gets to the bedroom, he's a new person. The same person that left you in and out, I am tired. You will find him so awake, waiting for you. So when he's waiting for you, are you ready for him? So that's why it's don't tire yourself with all these other things and leaving the important things. You are tired. You have been doing what? Why are you cleaning? You just tell him, my love, because when I'm busy, let not be busy. So let's hire somebody. Even if he must pay, Then you tell him so that you can find me fresh when I get to the bedroom. I'm telling you, if you mention that part, you will pay with no problem. Because he knows he's going to find his wife ready for him. And I always say, we must exercise. Maybe for the under 40, exercise is not a must. We understand for exercise, it's a must for a married woman. We don't want to go Nando's. But how are you going to handle woman on top? Woman on top. I always laugh together. the bedroom matters. I hear me so. You know what I'm saying? So if when you're gonna say today, I don't feel like it. If you're gonna say today, I don't feel like it. We're gonna when it's as hard as a rock. Where must he go? So he must go outside and get somebody to relieve him. So we as women I don't feel like it today. What are we saying? What must happen? Huh? I think when you see it as hard as a rock, you must be hallelujah. What a hallelujah. Because you are more higher. He must beg you to have sex. Guys, this is very silly. So the husband must beg you to have sex. He must beg you. You will hear us say, I beg you, please, my love, give me. This on nice. Be ready at all time. I even brought you payment oil. And this is ever ready. You know the ever ready battery? Is this oil? It's gonna make you the ever ready battery. Because every woman must have a lubricant. Huh? Must have a lubricant. When you really know your story, you will have a lubricant. Because you know some days I might not be wet. Some days I might not be wet. But this man must eat. So here is your oil. You can even use it to massage. Huh? And you massage, why massage? When do you massage your morning? When do you massage? How we do you massage? Why happen? Why it's so higher fella? Mudimu, I know when I skate and poo. You wanna skate and I wanna get the irrelevance. It's not so high, one nothing. Bring an agri, I'll have a look at why do you are saying a prayer and why I always say how many people are married here? How many married people? I always say if that man hasn't cried in bed, as a woman you are doing nothing. He must cry every time. Because the woman is on top and she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. The woman is showing this man, listen, I can make you cry. You think you are the only one that can make me cry. And I'm telling you that will make him rich. Mautu Adam must hit the headboard. Change headboard. Mautu must hit. Mautu ha hit the headboard. Uta fitla limo azanga ba fitla before. Uta baby because ufitla more access ufitla more thing. But it just make him. But I'm not even gonna talk about the stars because other people even do better. But I'm talking about the mental person. When it comes to bedroom matters, when you are always having stories and whatnot, you're gonna make him because he knows how fella you're coming up with stories. He must know who my wife, you must even give him overdose. So that even if what's going on? I left my yellow bone. You know, because he can see for this woman, it's everything for him. Sometimes, right, so yes, there are times where you can be doing all these things and be good, but the husband still not appreciative. But do your part. Do your part. Be that person. Be that wife. And then God will do the rest. Well, when you are doing on our own. So now I'm done, and I am saying to you all the best. All the best to many and many and many. Little fane bo bohle man le tshwarane ka matsogo. Gore ba itse gore le he le tsofetse gore you are looking after each other. And that's what Makgowa are doing. Rona re sheba bana ba re shia. Aba se bana ba o shia, you become that mother-in-law. The mother-in-law that we don't want. We're gonna become that mother-in-law of being calling every second because actually you never made the relationship with your own husband. So with your husband you are bored, you want to talk to your children. We don't want to be those old people.
Yeah.
So that's why we must allow children to be there, and then we must have our space. But I actually forgot about the in-laws. I always talk about the in-laws as well. It's very important. In-laws, I always say to Gomakot, especially the young ones. The young ones, I don't know if it's a prayer or we're taking family. There is no man that is an island. Every man has got his own family. Yeah, the Bible said he must leave his father and mother, but it doesn't mean they must die. It doesn't mean he must never have a relationship with them. It just means now his responsibilities have shifted, have moved. He's now a married man. He must concentrate on his wife and children. But those people must still be there. And they must still be part of your children and part of your life. And when you build that relationship, I saw your sister-in-law doing your makeup. This is beautiful. It shows that you guys have a beautiful foundation. You've got a beautiful relationship. And keep that relationship. I always say to people, Kiri, Masanya, washile ko hai. And Masanya, put Ikuria in your marriage. Okay? Because there is no family without Masanya. But Masanya, when you understand, you also are with Masanya. But when you find your sister-in-law or your mother-in-law, you don't want to take it. Just take each person as they are. Don't put the in-law attachment. Treat them as any other human being. Treat them like you will treat your sister, you will treat your mother, you will treat your brother. Because they are just human beings like you are. So don't always think, no, they are doing this because I just came. No, they are doing this because I'm an in-law. There is no such thing. The way people are, they will remain the same. It doesn't mean that I change because now you are there, now they must behave differently. Not all of them, and not all of them are going to love you. But when as a child of God, you just keep giving the love. You just keep fitting in. You just keep, they are busy talking about you must show interest to know. Show interest. By now, I've been there for a while. I know the whole family. I know all the uncles, all the aunties, because I showed interest. I want to have a relationship with all these people. They are part of my family now. So build on that. Have that relationship. I can talk forever. Thank you very much. Can I have a phone?